opponent. I'm even talking to Discord.
I'm studying his play style, how he plays, and yeah, just watching him.
I'm like, I have to focus now how I'm going to beat him that day.
So I might have to adapt and adjust in the actual game.
Without giving out any hints or anything, but it's just fun defense, knowing what the person likes.
And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, some people questioned the contract that Terry Rozier got from the Hornets in 2019, but 3 years later, earned an even bigger deal.
Love the motor. DA, thanks. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Ivy. Then it's Duren. And it's Hayes in at the point guard. And for Charlotte, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. Terry Rozier is out there with Oubre, and it's Williams at the 5 spot.
Yeah, there's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
So the Hornets win the tip. Now, here's Rozier, covered by Hayes. Back to Rozier. And powered down the jam.
And this team relies on Rozier's decision-making and using the pick there to create a shot for himself.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Duren. And that one goes long. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Here's Bogdanovich after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Here's Stewart. The shot from the low post is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. And here is Washington. He dishes it to Hayward. Shoots from the line. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Hey, numbers don't lie. Catch and shoot equals high percentage. Gordon Hayward with a great look.
Here's Duren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Oubre outside. On the pass to Hayward. Buries the long-range jumper. Hayward's got 7.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Now, here's Ivy. Tight defense on him.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
Detroit shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Now here's Hayward. He has 7. Here's Williams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Bogdanovich finds Bagley. Shoots over Washington. Bagley with the bucket.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Hayward passes to Rozier. Good on the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And it's Bagley getting it to go. Bagley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Hayward passes to Washington. And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Hornets. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Booknight comes in for P.J. Washington. And Smith subbed in for Terry Rozier. And Booknight slams it in.
They're willing to work the ball to his open teammate, Smith Jr. This is what leaders do best.
Now here's Wiseman. Not a lot of room. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Oubre outside to the inside. Richards. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside, Bagley. And he banks in the layup. Bagley's got 6.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through.
Isaiah Livers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
The line for your Hornets.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Here's Joseph. Last game he had 13. Here's Bagley. Pass delivers. Over Hayward. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Hornets on top, up by 5.
19. The Pistons, 14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Alec Burks, Isaiah Stewart out there with James Wiseman, then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Livers in at the 3 spot. And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Hornets leading by 7. It's been a little over a decade, Steve, since the Pistons last made real noise in the playoffs.
They've had a tough run of it lately, but rebuilding periods are never pretty, Kevin. They just need time to get back to contender status.
Ring shot on the way. They grab their own miss. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets. On its way from Burks for 2. He drains the quick shot. Burks has got his first bucket in this one.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
An absolute bruiser inside. Stewart taking it right to the defender.
Pass to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. Passes it to Richards. Back to Rozier. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
From deep. Livers grabs the rebound. Pistons trail by 9.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David thanks. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Defensively, teams worry about Rozier's speed, so when he pulls up off the bounce, he usually gets a good look.
Now, here's Ivy. Rozier defending, and it's in there. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Hornets ball.
43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Washington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
The pass to Meladon. Now Oubre. Here's Meladon. At the elbow, Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Here's Duran. Pass to Hayes. Now, here's Meladon. Defense right on him. The feed to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shots of it.
What they have done is ran their...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that should...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Dennis Smith has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The forwards are Hayward and Washington. Oubre out there with Rozier, and it's Williams at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Hayward kicks to Oubre. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
From the arc. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hayes.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Oubre passes to Rozier. Now, here's Washington. Over Stewart. It's deflected. Now, Detroit moving it up. Here's Ivy. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picks out the pass nicely. And that's now 9 points for Jaden Ivey. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Hayward against Stewart. Hayward can hit.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Hayes. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. Here's Stewart. Here's Ivy, and he's good on the 3 ball. Ivy's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Pistons. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards comes in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Then for the Pistons, Wiseman's checked in for Duren. Alec Burks comes in for Ivy. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Hayes. Smith outside. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
What you like about Gordon Hayward, the full repertoire. Nice move inside.
Here's Livers. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Smith the pass to McGowan. Smith inside. Joseph on him. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Wiseman. And the layup's good off the glass. Wiseman's got the lead back up to 1 now for Detroit.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the basket by Liver. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Smith against Joseph. And it's Smith missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Joseph the pass to Wiseman. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
11 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
Coming onto the floor.
Here's McGowan's. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 1. With 1 on the clock. Misses. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Hornets lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right, get the stops and take whatever offense gives us. Keep moving the basketball. Solid.
Well, just taking things one step at a time, Greg, imploring his guys to be smart with the ball.
A sound strategy. Dwayne Casey proving what a great communicator he is.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the 4th for Detroit here in the 4th. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic, Duren out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Ivy, and it's Hayes in at the 1. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in, and a switcher also for Detroit. Stewart's checked in. In the corner, it's Oubre. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Rozier's got the ball. Oubre, good.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the games got tight.
Their lead started to stretch out just a little bit here late. They're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Devin, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Smith. Here we go, one-on-one. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Dennis Smith. Here's Hayes. Count it from 12.
The effort from Hayes doesn't go unrewarded. Able to find himself a look in the mid-range.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Hayes.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And the third team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Rozier.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
A three from Bogdanovich. Stewart passes to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Taken away by Hayes. And here's Bogdanovich for three. It's good from long range.
Didn't doubt himself even from way back. Bogdanovich with the smooth release.
Pistons foul. Isaiah Stewart. First personal foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game. Here's Hayes. Beyond the arc. Another three for Detroit.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Here's Hayes. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This kid, Hayes, doesn't seem affected by the moment, even temperature throughout.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Terry Rozier.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. To the middle. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world-class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And I love Rozier's aggressive attitude. Not someone you want to foul in these moments.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Ivy. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
First personal foul.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5.
At the line.
So it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 6. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Kelly Oubre Jr. at the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. .17 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
At the line for
he hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
It falls.
The jumper is wet. Bojan Bogdanovich, such a skilled shooter.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Detroit foul call. Isaiah Stewart.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
So much pressure on Hayward. But Gordon's a guy who can handle it.
5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ivy. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Hornets. Kelly Oubre Jr. taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
We hope to see you again soon.
Too much and I don't need
has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I actually have a basketball background from when I was growing up. Played middle school, high school, got injured in college. Basically, when you play 2K, you have a basketball background, so that's what kind of starts me up early, like giving me a head start.
I'm in the military, so it's not like I just get all day to just get off and play the game. I get off work, like right now I just got off work, I want to say like 30 minutes ago before I started an interview. So I play around 2 or 3 hours.
The Pacers looking like they could walk straight off the bus and onto the runway. A great fashion sense on this crew. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Miles Turner out there with Nesmith, and it's Heald in at the 3. And for Utah, Olynyk is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Now, every season we hear mention of the rookie wall. Is that real, Steve, or is it just a myth?
Kevin, it's real. And for some players, the NBA seems so much longer and more grueling than the college season. It's certainly an exhausting adjustment.
Heald bringing the entire package here, following up some stingy defense with some very quick points.
Sexton finds Clarkson. Markkanen with it. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Olynyk has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Here's Duarte. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
Now, here's Sexton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
And so here is Indiana. After Jordan Clarkson hitting the 3.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path, starting his collegiate career in junior college.
And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
That one drops for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
There's just a smooth element to Markkanen's game. Nice move against good defense.
Offensive rebound. Here's Turner, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now, here's Sexton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for a limp. The Pacers making a switch here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Toscano trains it from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
And that one's good by Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
McConnell passes to Morrow. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the paint, here's Azubuike. Count that bucket.
That's beautiful vision from Talen Horton-Tucker. Nice.
Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nemhard. A beautiful reverse layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Gay. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Talen Horton-Tucker doing a nice job of finding his teammates. They are loving it.
Here's Nemhard. Traps in the tray. Nemhard's got 5 now.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish. And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Good on both.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
And so it's the Utah Jazz.
25. The Pacers. 19.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Utah Jazz?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
They've got Markkanen. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Olynyk. That's the group right now for Utah. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Hield. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
There's the pass to Olynyk. And Utah again with the bucket.
Taking what he sees. Olynyk good at cashing in from there.
Neesmith, the pass to Mathurin. Indiana moving it around. And it's Halliburton missing. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going. And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
outside Markkanen. 11 feet away, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
He can score as a pick-and-roll ball handler, something extremely rare for someone Markkanen's size.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Toscano passes to Horton Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight. And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Here's Horton Tucker. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Abaji. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 5. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That one falls for Azubuike. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Horton Tucker is a scorer, someone that tries to give his team a jolt of energy.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Passes to Morrow. Here's McConnell. No good. That would have tied it. Over to the left wing. Horton Tucker gets an open look and hits. Horton Tucker's got 8 points.
The quick release there for Taylor Horton Tucker. I love the consistency.
Here's Turner. What a play. Simply drains it. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pacers trail by 3. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Turner. And it's Hield in at the small forward. Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Markkanen, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Indiana moving the ball around. Here's the three. Duarte's shot good. 7 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the basket by Olynyk.
The interior game of Kelly Olynyk, capable of burning you from this area also.
With the shot. Duarte's shot good. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Clarkson passes to Sexton. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And just look at how he navigates. His athleticism is eye-opening. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wasted no time on that one. Hield's got 7 points. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
And Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter have had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all around really is.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Halliburton with the steal, the finish, and Halliburton slams it in.
Good pressure wins Halliburton the steal there. Then he's smart enough to get the ball to somebody. How about the instincts to find the open shooter?
Now, here's Sexton. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist from Clarkson. He's got 9. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 1-point game. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. 1:03 left in the third quarter. The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
Leaking out on the break, Horton Tucker loves running out and converting in transition.
Back to McConnell. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball. McConnell's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Toscano's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Jazz making a switch here as Abuki's checked in. Pass to Abaji. Here's Horton Tucker, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Showing us all his tools. Horton Tucker putting on a show.
Fires from deep, and the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Abaji. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gay outside. Pass to Toscano. Clock at 4. And he drops it in from the low post. Toscano's got 8 points.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Utah out in front, up by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Sexton is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Indiana making a change here. Duarte's checked in. Here's Clarkson. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. That one's not going to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Hield. Banked in off the glass. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we're seeing what a volume scorer Hield can be on his good nights. It's hard to put a cap on him once he gets rolling.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's Turner. And it's good, 2 points. And it's 8 points for Miles Turner.
Simply overpowers the defense. Turner's strength is of great value for his team.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Utah calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Clarkson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Markkanen finds Sexton. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
That is a big-time performance. I like how Hield embraces the responsibility of being the alpha dog on that one.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Now, here's Clarkson. Inside, here's Halliburton. Oh, and they take the lead. That's now 8 points for Tyrese Halliburton. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
And there's the feed to Hield. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Now, here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Nesmith. On the wing, Turner, the trade, and the Pacers another 3.
Easy to understand why they go to Turner here. They trust in his ability to come through.
Here's Clarkson. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
It is good. Huge
finish from Halliburton. From the moment he entered the league, Tyrese has been clutch.
It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Not only can you count on Markkinen to give you points, he can do it when it matters most.
Three-pointer Hield. And it's Utah with the rebound. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Yes!
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Halliburton. There's the triple. The three won't fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team can use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Free t-shirts coming your way. Let's get loud, fans.
6 seconds left in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Jordan Watson taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Absolutely the player they want on the line right now. Jordan Clarkson, a great free throw shooter.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
5 seconds left in the game. Nails the tray.
And this team believes in Hield. There, he repays their confidence by executing in the clutch.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
15 foul. After that for Utah. Cullen, Sexton, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And for a point guard like Sexton, a guy who handles the ball in big moments, you'll be at the line in this spot a ton.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith.